I think tipping culture is pretty bad.
Oh,
everything
tipping culture
everything,
is-
whatever the price is,
Oh,
it's
goodness.
like at least.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness me, oh my. Oh crikey. I can see right through you. I know that you're not British, I know it. My inner non-British person and her non-British, what? My inner Brit and her inner Brit are the same, because they're not real, they don't exist. Hello there, top of the morning to ya. I bet you're asking yourself right now, Evanly, why are you talking in a British accent? Just shut up, I'll bloody tell you. Today's video is 5 British people versus 1 American. Everybody hates Americans. We all know this. They think Americans are stupid, and we're not. We're just intellectually challenged sometimes. Let's watch the video then, innit?
I am British.
I am British.
I'm British.
I'm British.
I am British.
I am British.
I'm British.
Why am I nervous? Is anyone else nervous?
I'm nervous too. I'm actually a dual citizen, US and UK. I grew up in England, in London, and I moved to America when I was 12. So
Everybody who pretends to be British grew up in London. Why? Because London's the only city that Americans know. Think of another British city off the top of your head. You can't, can you? Because there are none besides London.
you'll hear I have a bit of a funky accent.
I'm not a dual citizen, I'm a citizen of the UK, but I also moved when I was 12, and
Oh,
my
cool.
accent, for the most part, I think I still sound kind of British.
Yeah.
Could be her. I sensed a little bit of movement towards the back. I sensed a little movement in the accent towards the back half. It's a very easy cover to say that you moved here when you were 12, because why is my accent going into Australian? It's shifting, isn't it? I feel like it's very easy to say that you moved here when you were younger. Stop it! Go back to British! Bangers and mash. Bangers and mash. Wanker. Wanker. In it.
Yeah, I'm a citizen of the UK. I spent about 4 years in India, so I got a bit of that as well. And I moved to the US 2 years ago for UCLA, so I'm a student right now.
He's
I'm
British
also
for
a citizen
sure.
of the UK. I moved to the US 2 months ago.
Welcome.
I lived in Canada before that for 4 years, which was horrible because I hate the cold.
He's definitely British. I do not doubt for a second that he's not British. He just sounds like a Brit.
I've lived here for 11 years. I'm from Liverpool. Yeah, I've been here a long time, so my accent kind of sounds muddled, but I'm a Scouser.
Scouse?
I'm also a dual citizen. I moved here when I was 12. Well, I got my dual citizenship when I was 12.
Lots of people got their dual citizenships at 12.
Suspicious.
Got eyes on you.
Not very.
I said it first.
That's true, that's true.
You're from London. Where in the UK are you from?
Yeah, London.
London.
Yeah.
Leicester.
It's her. It's her. I'm telling you. It's her. It's her. I don't think it's the middle guy. He just sounds like he grew up in the UK. He just sounds like it. This mad lad over here, I just believe him. I just do. I believe him. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. And then Mr. Scouse, I believe him. I feel like that's too hard of an accent to fake. I feel like you can't fake it. You can't fake that kind of accent. I can't. I bloody can't. And then this guy over here, I just don't think he'd care enough to come on this show and fake an accent. I feel like it's something a girl would do. Because look at me. Look at what I'm doing right now. It's just like, it's girly behavior. It's not, like a man wouldn't do that. Why would a man do that? I don't know. It's just something a girl would do.
Liverpool.
Where are you from?
London.
The UK? Oh, London. I'm from Manchester.
What part of London?
Peckham.
No way. Okay, I'm from Upper Norwood.
Yeah.
Where
West.
specifically in
West.
London?
West? West? Where's the West? Where's the West?
Then Wigston.
Okay, nice.
Where in Liverpool? I studied there.
I was born in West Derby.
Okay.
Wigston, that's right near Oadby.
Yes, I believe
Market
so.
Harbour.
Market Harbour.
Right,
Sounds
right.
familiar. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in a very small bubble. I mean, my parents would take me everywhere. And I grew up in India for like 14 to 18, and then go back to the UK, finish up my school there, and then
How long were you in Leicester for?
From 0 to 14, was born in Leicester.
You guys' first impressions of America?
Really
Big.
overwhelmed.
Big, right?
Very
Also,
big.
like
oh my
huge
God.
portions with their food. Like every plate
Literally,
is like,
their medium-sized
big.
pizza is our large-sized
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
It's overwhelmed.
I think tipping culture is pretty bad.
Oh,
everything
tipping culture
everything,
is-
whatever the price is,
Oh,
it's
goodness.
like at least $3.
So we could say
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness me, oh my. Oh, crikey. You don't fool me for a second. I can see right through you. I know that you're not British. I know it. I know it deep down. My inner non-British person and her non-British... What? My inner Brit and her inner Brit are the same because they're not real. They don't exist.
His story at first kind of seemed like he was just making something up.
Why would he though? Like,
You're the worst British accent I've heard ever. I'm so convinced to.
what? But he
He
scowls.
didn't know his geography.
I was just shocked. I was a bit
I'm
sheltered,
shocked.
but so I didn't know my geography very well. But I was wondering when they're gonna get Michael out.
He looks British. He's got the haircut. All young British men have that haircut. It's like the broccoli cut. That's what I call it. I call it the broccoli because it looks like a broccoli.
That was surprising.
He sounded very British.
I think it's a
did,
joke.
yeah.
I think everyone's British.
I feel like
Except
when
for
I
you.
meet people, they always say, "Oh, you're from London." They automatically assume everyone's from London. I'm like, no, I'm from Liverpool. They're like, oh, the Beatles, and they mention the Beatles, but
It's funny because obviously growing up in England, you wear uniforms all the time.
Yeah.
It was lavender in the summertime with white
Yeah,
socks.
you have a winter and,
And then
summer
you
uniform.
winter, summer uniform,
Yeah.
and a PE uniform that changes based on the season
did
too.
you go to?
Sydenham High School, shout out.
Although thinking about it, like I feel like I'm so glad that we had a uniform in school
Oh,
because
yeah.
the poor fashion choices I made at 13, I'm so glad I
It
didn't have to go to
was
school dressed like
No,
that.
genuinely, I look back at my Facebook photos and want to disassociate from
Photos. That's how I would say photos. And I'm not British. I don't know. I've got my eye on her. I really don't think it's the blonde girl because she looks British. Like, I don't know how to explain how, but she just looks like a British girl. Like, it's her eyes. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I look back at my Facebook photos and want to disassociate from whoever that girl was. It wasn't me.
She was a little bit quieter
Really?
than the rest of the group.
She seems like the perfect British girl. I don't know. Don't think it's her. Don't think it's her. Really? I
you
like
guys did
her.
good. You guys did good.
I think I said grade 7. There are words that I say in the American way now.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box and you'd wish to continue the game. All right, majority rules. That means we move on to round 3.
So you guys still think the mole's in the box right now? 100%. Who do you think it
They
is?
think it's you.
Who do you think it is?
Well, we can't tell
don't know
you
if we
right
can
now,
say that.
can we?
I thought you guys were all British. Like, I really was ready to...
Honestly,
Ready to win?
starting to pick up on some accent glitches.
I'm just a really suspicious person generally.
Okay.
So.
If you had to pick one item from a supermarket, what was it like your favourite item from that store? So
Chocolate fingers.
Hey, this is a really random thing to say, but the meal deal, the Tesco meal deal.
Oh my God, yes.
They're always the best.
Ironically, there were these, it came in a yellow package. It was like an American pancake. And it was so good, you put it in the toaster. And I put it in the toaster all the time. It was really tasty. It was just a generic, I think it might have been
I don't know that one.
But it wasn't something notable.
What would you get?
the prawn cocktail sandwich, definitely.
Oh, no, I like this crisps, the prawn cocktail crisps.
The pink one.
I think the crisps I miss the most are Monster Munch and Quavers.
I was going to say
Sure.
Quavers. I was going to.
This is what I think. I think she lived in the UK for like a year. Like a summer. Maybe she did study abroad. I don't know. She got her knowledge up. She knows what she's talking about. But she's not actually from there. Because you can go there for like a year. You can go there for summer. And experience the culture and all the food. But not actually be British. Like travel is a thing. I feel like the mole isn't someone who's never been. Because where's the backstory? Where's the history? They don't know. They don't know what they're talking about if they've never been.
I was going to say Quavers.
What's it?
Crinkle cut, cheesy, what's it?
No, I don't think with what's it.
No? What about discos? Do you guys like discos?
What's a disco?
Yeah, so
You
they're crisp.
discos, the crisps?
Yeah.
Suspicions. Michael.
What?
I don't know. Just out of everybody.
It's probably my accent, like I'm
No,
from
not
Liverpool.
even the act. I think also too, you were
Yeah.
the only one who didn't raise your hand. And
I really thought that,
I
because
mean,
I thought you guys were
that
good.
means again,
I was like,
not
okay,
that
these are my
means
fellow
anything.
Brits right
and
here.
then you said I thought you all were British. There were just some things.
No
that
one
was
has
like-
that much British camaraderie.
I'm not saying it is you.
Okay,
I'm just saying out of everyone who it could have been, in my mind,
okay.
it was closer to being you.
I'd rather not say.
So now you look suspicious. It's any. I mean, I don't know if this is cheating, but I literally have a tattoo on my body of my postcode.
And we're going.
That's something that someone who lived in the UK for like a year would have done. I would never get a tattoo of my postcode of where I live. That's boring. That's boring. But if I lived in like Greece for a year and I was like, I bloody love Greece, I'm gonna get a tattoo of my zip code on my ass. That makes sense.
He didn't know what disco chips were.
It's not him. It's not him.
Okay,
You
wait,
know,
I'm surprised.
he knows. You know.
I'm really bitter about being voted out. Just because somebody doesn't know the same snack as you does not mean that their nationality should be questioned.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue the game, raise your hand.
But oh god.
I still feel she might be the mole.
Really?
Like,
I mean, I guess.
Continue.
Okay, so you got your dual citizenship when you were 12. Did you move with your family, and where did you move to?
I got sponsored by my auntie.
Sponsored?
Yeah, we got sponsored from when we were really young, so pretty much when we were born by the time it came through.
do you know a lot about football? No. Like, do you know any of the teams in the Premier League?
Well, okay, I never
you
got
also?
into football
Okay.
really when I was there. I only supported the teams that my friends.
Which ones? What teams?
So obviously Chelsea, Arsenal, Man U were like the main ones.
I don't really watch too much football, but if you grow up in England,
You'll know about the Premier League.
Yeah, no. Gosh, this is hard. I had a feeling.
Yeah. It's because it's you, babes.
I
It
think
is.
they'd made a pact.
Pact. I think they made a pact. I think they made a pact. For the record, I feel like I'm hating on her. I'm not hating on her. I love her. This is completely something I would do. And I love, if she's the fake, I love her. Okay? I think she's a queen. No pun intended. But I just know. I just know that it's her. I just know it.
I was just the only one not in that pact.
Do you feel confident in your choice?
I do.
definitely.
You're not the mole, are you? Okay, good.
If the lights turn green, that means that you have voted the mole out and you both win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
It's her. Mm-mm. Every time! Why does this happen to me every time? Every time I trust myself. I trust myself. I cannot be trusted. You're telling me it was him? I never doubted him for a second. But it doesn't make any sense. It has to have been her. Maybe there's two. Maybe there's two liars? I don't know. I don't want it to be true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to doubt you. I just did.
I studied, but not the geography. I was looking at the map, but I didn't recognize all the places. And I could always do somewhat of a British accent, or at least I thought I could. And then I just Googled, like, where's the most amount of brown people from England? And I was like, Leicester it is.
Your accent was really good.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I had.
His accent was so good. I never doubted him for a second. It sounded so real. I don't know. I just feel wrong.
Somewhat of a plan, but not knowing geography is pretty American, so I'm pretty sure.
Flabbergasted, dumbstruck, bewildered.
He probably sounded more British than me.
I guess I have a joke. I'm not sure it's very funny. But what would you call my leaving the box in the first round? Brexit. Anyway.
I'm very disappointed in myself that yet again I was bewildered, befuddled, backstabbed, gobsmacked. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I couldn't pull this out of the bag for you all watching at home. But it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it'll do. It's alright, isn't it? It's not the end of the world. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Woo!